Well, good afternoon, everybody. I know a lot of people are still without power, but if you do have laptops or iPhones, you can go to the township website or our Facebook page and get the update. I'm here with Chief Rick Ivone, and my name is Brian Wahler, the mayor of Piscataway, and we're going to try to give you an update. Now, I know today is Halloween, and a lot of the parents have been calling about it. The governor did sign an executive order to declaring November 5th as Halloween Day, so that'll allow time, hopefully, to have a lot of municipalities throughout the state to clean up the debris and the power lines. There is a curfew in effect tonight, October 31st, from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m., and that has to do with a lot of the phone wires, cable wires, and power lines that are still down throughout the whole community. We really don't want people walking around or driving around unless necessary because of that fact not getting tied up. It's going to be a long time before a lot of things get picked up. Department of Public Works is concentrating on opening up roads so people can get out and get supplies. We do know that there is a lot of substantial part of the community, approximately maybe 60%, that still does not have power. We've been in contact with PSE&G, and PSE&G will be sending their tree crews in starting tomorrow to prioritize which trees get off so they can start the process of getting us back online with power. Just because you have lines in your neighborhood that may not have a tree on it doesn't mean that's not a problem. Just remember the electrical grid is all connected by a series of grids. So if there's a pole down or a line down, they necessarily cannot isolate all the time one particular neighborhood. Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. They're trying to get as many folks back online as possible. We do know that a lot of people do have still electric sump pumps and also well water. So if you have a friend or neighbor or whatever that is on regular public water, doesn't require electricity to bring it up, feel free. If your neighbor does have a generator, see if they would be kind enough to run a line over there so maybe she can tie into that. We also have a 24-hour charging station down at police headquarters right now. So if you want to come to police headquarters, in the lobby there, we have it set up so if you have to charge your mobile devices there and or laptops, you can come there, and that'll be open 24/7. I want to talk about the trees. There's been a substantial amount of trees that are down in the community, both on homes. Just because your neighborhood might not have damage, if you look at the entire town, this is probably a worse storm than both Irene and the October snowstorm from 2011. And at this time, I want to turn it over, dealing with if you need to be at a shelter, I'm going to turn that over to Chief Rick Ivone. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor. Like I said, the township's been working endlessly to make the town safe and to recover from this storm. We did shut down our main shelter this afternoon, but we have temporary shelters in place for any individuals who might still need some sheltering. All they have to do is call our department at 732-562-1100. We will then set up a shelter for you. Again, 732-562-1100. The mayor did allude to the curfew. We still have many intersections without traffic control devices. Our officers have been out there manually directing traffic. We've had some stop signs put up temporarily. However, at night they become increasingly more hazardous. We have the curfew in effect starting at 7 p.m. Please try to stay off the roads. Unless emergency, please stay off the roads between 7 and 6 a.m.
Thank you, Chief. And one last thing, just be patient. For those residents that are starting to bring the brush out of the curb, make sure it's cut up to the Department of Public Works standards. Once we get through the first week and a half till everybody gets electricity back, then we will notify everybody when we're going to set up the pickups of the debris. And one thing we want to remind that when we start that, we'll have an interactive website there to show you where we're starting. We're going to try to give neighborhoods a heads up a couple days before. So if you have it, put it out the street. Don't block the sidewalks. Try not to push it all the way into the street because cars still have to go down it. And we'll be giving the residents more information as we come along. All government operations are underway here in Piscataway, with the exception of Westergaard Library, which is without power. If you need to charge your devices, you can also go to Kennedy Library there. So remember, Kennedy Library and/or the police department. The police department will be 24/7 for charging the devices. So we will try to give you daily updates from when we find out from the utility companies. Also, I know there seems to be a shortage of gasoline for those folks that need to get out there and get gas. We're trying to work on that with the county OEM to find out from the gas retailers when they're going to be open and how much, because not all of them are letting you fill up a full tank of gas. So hopefully by tomorrow we will have more information, and that's all the more reason why you should stay off the road as much as possible, because of the lack of the gas. A lot of the gas stations don't have power to turn on for their gas pumps.
So one more thing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All township schools are closed for the rest of the week, so none of the township schools will be open until Monday.
And thank you, and if you have any questions, one other thing, we do have some phone problems of our own here in Piscataway, so if you don't get a phone call, if you have to come personally to my office or whatever, we do have Department of Public Works employees, myself, and a lot of members of the staff throughout the community. I know hopefully our phone system will be rectified as shortly, because I know a lot of people have a lot of questions or problems that they want answered. So just call the number 562-2301, and that should be operational within the day or so. Thank you.